Oh, hello everybody. Today is Friday. I know most of you are already on the road. I'm probably going out with family or something, or going out of town. I don't know, whatever you guys do on Fridays. Yeah, I know some states are still on lockdown and whatnot. I mean, here in Texas, the winter is gone. We are 75 Fahrenheit. We kind of forgot already the last week we were freezing our butts. Now we are sweating again. So, hey, that is what it's Texas to you all. So, we are soft launching again. Printable Shop Boss. So the official launch day is Monday. Um, we launched this course back in December, right? And in November for Black Friday, we had a lot of issues going on with with the Black Friday. Too much noise, too much going on. So we said, you know what? We only let a few people in for the beta, and then said, okay, we're gonna tweak it, get things that fix whatever needed to be fixed, and then say we're gonna launch it again once we get back to normal next year. Now, 2021 has been nothing but normal, so it took us a little longer than we thought to get this back in the market. But we are finally back. Printable Shop Boss, in case you have no idea what it is, it's a great way to sell on Etsy that doesn't require a third-party supplier. So it's a printables, digital products. It can be either or. It can be any digital product that you can use in your computer for use, and it can be something that you can print to use, in your day-to-day operations. So it's a very interesting concept. And some people ask me, like, what type of digital product? Well, if you are a 3D printer, for example, all those files that you have for your 3D printer, the mapping or whatever you call it, you can sell those on Etsy. People buy them. And you're one of those KDP, have coloring books, and you can say coloring book bundles without having to get KDP involved. And believe me, you will make about the same or more royalty from selling a book, right? When you sell a book for like $7, $8, a coloring book on KDP, you make like $2, $3. But you can make the same number of coloring pages for like $6, and you only get charged like 10% commission, and the rest is yours. So tell me where you're making more money, right? You will find out that in some products you will make more money on printables that you will make actually on print on demand, and in some you will make more on print on demand that you will make on printables. The deal is that a couple of years ago, when I quit merch and I started looking at all my designs and things that I had bought over the years, almost 3 years of selling merch by Amazon, I had more than 5,000 designs. I had all these elements that I had bought from different packages, and I'm like, what am I going to do with all this? And a little by little, I started looking into these printables. And honestly, I don't design anything on my own. Everything is done by my designers. But they have all these now portfolio that they can use attached with a couple of accounts that I give them access to, where they can get licensed products. They make all these combinations for me, and it has been very great. The deal really skyrocketed, when we went into the lockdowns in last March, when nobody was fulfilling any print-on-demand products, and I didn't care. I was selling printables every single day, and it became a very good trend. A lot of people ask me, is there money on printables? And the reality is, if you can right now, don't take my word for it, you got E-Rank, go on E-Rank right now and look for the top five stores. You will find at least one of the top 5 that is a digital store. There are days that all 5 are digital products stores making sales. 3 days ago, when last time I checked, the number 1 store was the digital products, and they made 1,500 sales in one day. Now, go and search right now, which one is the number 1 seller on Etsy right now, and you will find that with 1.5 million sales is also a digital printables store. They also sell stickers. They are now growing and adding more products to the store, but it's a printable digital product store. That's how they started. Etsy is becoming a digital store. Little by little, is becoming more and more of our printables. People need to get elements to do their day-to-day operations. They are now understanding that they don't need to buy a fancy notebook that they may never use. They only want to use a couple of sheets a day, and they're like, hey, I'm going to print them, and I'm going to look pretty, and they're going to look more like I actually want to. Some people just like to buy editables. The weddings are getting so expensive that now people are using printables. They go and find a cheap, $5 template on how to wrap a water bottle, with their name of the bride and the groom and the date of the event, and they can print all of those, for dimes, and now they have 100 water bottles that are all named, and they will have to pay $100 if they were to pay somebody to do it. Now they can do it with like $20. Now add all that things, so every single thing involved with the party favors and all the party decorations and stuff like that. Printables in the wedding market, in the wedding niche, it's huge. Add that to baptisms, first communions, and all that stuff, depending on religions you are, and you will find that market is, wide open. Then you go into parties, cake toppers. Then you go into body weight management. You go into goal settings. You go into coloring pages. You go into education. The more you explore how printables can be sold, just think about KDP times 5, right? Because in KDP you can only do whatever fits in a book. Hey, I don't see your name because StreamYard doesn't show me who you are. So, but hi. So it is a market that is growing and it's expanding. And I'm pretty sure that you are like me. You have been in print demand for quite some time, and you are like, my Lord, what do I do with all these elements? And that is when Michelle and I decided to focus on sharing this course. Printable Shop Boss teaches you how to sell digital products on Etsy. And we show you how to do them. Now, you have followed Michelle for a long time. She loves to do things on PowerPoint. So a lot of the training is on how to do things on PowerPoint. So you don't need to have a fancy, Photoshop account. You don't need to have, fancy designer thingies. You can do this on Canva, on Photoshop. You have Photoshop. You can do it on, PowerPoint. You can even do it in Google. You can create something like a PDF that can be downloaded and used. There you go, right? All your interiors from KDP can also be used in printables, right? Because it's a page, it's a piece of paper they can print. So the possibilities are endless. And if you go right now on Etsy, actually, let me do right now a quick search, Etsy.com, and I enter the word using the search engine. Printable. Just the word printable brings 4,246,000 results. Okay, that use alone brings that. That tells you the idea of how big this market is, right? It's huge. And now a lot of people tell me, Fernando, but I can sell a T-shirt for $20, and a printable for $4. I am not making any money. I'm only making $4. Well, it's $20 for the shirt, right? And then you have the 10% commissions, give or take, for Etsy. You take $2 already from that cost. Then you included the shipping because they wanted to include shipping, which is another $5 for your supplier. So now you end up with 20 minus 2 minus 5, $7, $13. And what is the price of a shirt? About $9 in average. You end up with $4 profit. The same money that you get the $4 minus the 10% is 40 cents, $3.60. So selling a product for $4 in printables, you can make almost the same money that selling a $20 shirt. It's just a matter of perspective, right? I know it looks better to say, my God, I made $1 million in sales last year because I sold X amount, or to say, hey, I made $100,000 last year. Yes, it looks better to say $1 million, but then there is how much money do you take home? From the 20 million, you probably took only about 100. From the 100,000, you probably took about 80. So it's at the end of the day, is how much money you're making, and you will make the same money, right? And you can scale it a lot faster. Another thing with this is that you don't have to worry about delivery times. You don't have to worry about shipping quality. You don't have to worry about any other issue. The customer support is almost minimal. I know some of you don't want to do Etsy because you don't want to deal with customer support. And in digital products, people buy, people download, people leave. It's no big deal. The only time they actually contact you is because your file was defective when they download it, and it's most probably because when you created the zip file, probably you did it wrong, or whatever. You correct that thing, you let them have the copy, you wash your hands and move on, and then they never bother you again. Yes, sometimes people will ask you, hey, would you modify this for me? And you said, hey, this file is modifiable, or you can say, yes, I can do that, but it will be an extra charge. you can do that, but that's what you offer, you customize or not. It's very rare, but people may ask you to customize that for you. So that is a very easy, low barrier to entry deal. Now, if you are do like low quality products, you're gonna have sales this much. The better your quality starts growing, the more you're gonna be able to charge, the more consistent your sales is going to be, and everything else. Images are a main issue on printables, right? This is not a shirt. This is a piece of paper or a drawing that somebody's gonna get. So you gotta make the graphic yourself. The mock-up needs to be done by you. So a lot of the time, use the design of that mock-up is more time consuming. Sometimes even making their own product. But these products are sold not by the content, but by how the image looks. And when somebody buys something for $2, $3, $5, they don't care about refunds. They don't like it. It's like whatever, move to the next, right? Usually what they get is an editable. So Printable Shop Boss is that when we launched on November, we honestly said that we were going to raise the price to $297 for this launch, but we decided that because we know that after all things happening, a lot of people going still through lockdown, stuff like that, we decided not to raise the price after all. So we're still leaving it at the same price that we had it when we launched it into beta. And nothing changed. We cannot offer any lower because it will be disrespectful to whoever bought it at that low price. So we are leaving it at the same price. So some people have been asking me, like, this you had it at what, 67? I have no idea where they got that idea. This course has never been at $67 ever. So it's not. Now, what we added on top of that is when you buy that course, the first thing you're going to see right after is an upsell. And the very first upsell is called Printable Shop Design Club. That one is it's a membership program where it's $19.97. And that membership program, what it does is that, and actually, you know what, I can give you a link for that as well. That membership program, what it does is that you get designs for your printable stores every month. A big package of printable designs. You get some Illustrator files. You get some PDFs. You get some PowerPoint files and a bunch of different templates that you can use for your print on demand. For your digital store, and even for KDPs, you want to use them for that. They are not necessarily sized for KDP, but they're editable. Everything we give in that file is editable. So even the Illustrator files that I know I have shown a couple of you, I have shown in some posts in the groups how, the files that you're going to be getting, they're all editable. Even the Illustrator, they're like, they could be used for coloring pages, stuff like that. So it's a very complete one. And so you use the Illustrator files. It's going to be 6 of them with 6 drawings each. Use those alone. I pay a lot of money to my designers, and that alone, you were to buy them right now with, you were to pay your designer for something hand drawn like that, and you were to get the Illustrator file, because everybody charges of the source alone, you will at least pay about $30 for each one of them. So you're paying $20, and so you get that, and you also get a monthly group call in that membership and a Facebook group. So if you guys want continued training and ideas for products, this is going to be a membership where we're going to be talking about only digital products, and and every month you're going to be getting something for your business. So it's a very good opportunity for that. The third upsell, it's Michelle Brubaker product that is called Fancy Page Titles. That is more like for KDP people that like to do the scripture, the files, and they want to have all the phrases already made so they can just copy paste and stuff like that. That one is going to be offered there. I'm not very familiar with that product because I don't do KDP and things like that. So it is included there. But for you to have been Michelle's customers, as soon as you see it, you will understand what it is because she has a lot of several packages like that. And lastly is a digital shop plus. Digital Shop Plus is because a lot of our beta members asked if we were ever going to add more digital platforms. Um, because we cannot raise the price, we couldn't raise the price. We had to make a different course. And honestly, after we started testing and testing and testing, we realized that this is a big deal. But one thing that a lot of people ask us is how to sell in their blogs. So we are now expanding that knowledge to people because, I mean, you notice the Print on Demand University and MichelleBrebaker.com, they're both hosted on, on WordPress. And our checkouts are embedded in there. Now we don't use Gumroad, but we're gonna teach Gumroad for this purpose. And because it's free, and you can grab emails from your customers, and you can start building an e-com store on WordPress. And Michelle teaches you how to embed WordPress and Gumroad into your own blog. So when you're use this blogging, you can have a checkout there so that you can buy this product. And you don't have to send them to Etsy. You don't have to send them anywhere else. So that you can create a membership program also for your customers, right? Like if, for example, you have a coloring page deal and you can have a monthly package that customers can buy from you. We are teaching you how to do that now. Okay, in little course, we are teaching you how to do that. Now, if you're into that, the $67 that this one costs pays way more than itself. We have been asked also, because a lot of you may know that teaching was my niche until like late last year when I finally said I'm done with it. But because of my wife has been a teacher for almost 15 years, we have been selling Teachers Pay Teachers under her account, and and we have been so we have been selling digital products there. So we have some experience. So we added Teachers Pay Teachers there. And a lot of people have asked me if I was ever going to do one for Ignite. And I always said that Ignite is not a platform that you can get rich on it. I mean, it's definitely not. Teachers don't have a lot of money, and they don't pay high, but they do buy a lot. So it's a lot of teachers buying. Ignite is still in the green. It's still too new. Most teachers don't even know it exists, so they're not going in there. But since you're already in Etsy, we also teach in Big Stock, and we have a couple of more coming in the next couple of weeks. And Teachers Pay Teachers, so we said, look, you know what? A lot of the deals that you do for KDP, they also apply for education. So you have a lot of digital products that apply for education. So we said, okay, I don't want to do an Ignite course because I don't see the value of making an Ignite course by itself. But adding it as a portion of the course, as a one section, we did. So you can get Ignite, Teachers Pay Teachers, Gumroad, Big Stock, and WordPress, plus more coming soon. This is like a pre-sale kind of course, okay? This course is going to be $197 once we finish it. We are still uploading videos in that one. So when you get access to that one, you may not be looking at it, access to everything, because they are still going through the Vimeo editing, and you go edit Vimeo, that videos take forever to load and render and stuff like that. So we are still into editing. We already finished recording it. It's just that it's taking us forever to finish them, embed them, and put them. So it's gonna be probably throughout the weekend when you see the whole course there. But $67 gets you all that. So, and that is only gonna be offered through this funnel. You want to wait for that when we launched it, and it's going to be as a full course, because now it's going to have the bonuses and stuff like that. You get it today. Anything we add to that one, you get. So it's like a win-win, right? We see that if there's interest in this course to make it bigger, and you get something that eventually is going to be value way more than that. And at the end, it depends on whose link you use. We can do an invitation to join our respective masterminds. In my case, it's the link that I posted in this video. If you go to the very end, you're going to have an invitation to join my mastermind, which is where I have these coaching calls with all the members. Twice a month, we meet for 2 hours, and we have an open conversation of Print on Demand, and we learn from each other. And we sometimes even go way longer than 2 hours. And the first month in that link is going to be $15 for the first month. You can cancel anytime. So you want to just pay the $15, try a month. And if you don't like it, you don't have to renew. If you like it, all you have to do is say, boom, okay. And then you're going to continue on the renewal process for until you decide to cancel. Michelle, you have to go to her groups or her emails, and her last one is for her mastermind, and she's charging $25 for the first month, and then the same price, $49 for the remaining after that. So that is what you will see inside the funnel. I know some of you will be like, my Lord, this is like so many different upsells. You don't have to buy them. If you go into one of these pages and you're like, I don't want this, just click no. It's going to take you to the next one. You click no, and it's going to take you now to the final. They will give you your final receipt. You say yes, then you say yes, and you say yes. At the end, it's going to give you a final receipt for everything you have and your codes to enter. So you will be fine, and then you will get emails for everything where you belong, and you are on your way. And then you can join the respective groups wherever you need to go, and we will welcome you, and we will be happy to have you as as our future students. Do any of you have any questions so far? Because I've been going through a lot of information here, but that is what it is. So we already have over 100 students there. So because there's a huge opportunity on Printables, okay? Believe me when I say this, I don't create any single one of my products. I literally have someone in Philippines charging me $3, and it's all she does for me is my products. She has access to my Dropbox, and she gets all my files. She has access to my Creative Fabric account, so she can get some design elements that she may need to complete something. She has access to to all my other resources that I have, and I used to tell her make stuff and list them, and it's all we do. So I don't have to really worry much about this business. Literally, this business I literally have in autopilot. The whatever you get in the membership for digital, the only thing we ask is that you don't use these files as is. That's what we are giving you, editables, so that you change them and modify them as you need, because a lot of people are going to be getting the same packages. So we're going to be checking that we don't find those for sale on Etsy. If we find, we will remove you from the group. Okay, so it's one thing that has to be very, very clear, is that when you do that, please stay, modify. That's what we give you the file to modify them. Okay. Now you can mix and match and make something else, and that will be fine, but just don't use everything in one package. Okay. The little drawings, yeah, you can put in coloring books. I don't care about those. We are not giving you any covers, anything like that. So in Printable Shop Boss, it also comes with about 50 files already for you to start working. So it will give you ideas. They are very random. Okay, some of them don't make sense to you. They probably won't even make sense to you, because we gave you a lot of randoms because we want to get your mind thinking about all the possibilities of what you want to sell. A lot of you are very focused, oriented on KDP or POD, and we wanted to get you out of that mindset and said, okay, this all the things we can do. So some of the products are going to be like, this is a little piece of design on how to make a box. Okay, so it's like literally a cuttable deal that you can literally build, and you can build a gift box. We give you things like that. Okay, we give you like cake toppers, like little circles, so people can draw around and take a put on top of the cupcakes. So a lot of those things we added in there, so that you can start thinking about, okay, where do I want to go? Niches, it's not really a niche, it's more like a specialty. Okay, so you here is not like I'm gonna do like mermaids. No, here is more like I'm gonna focus on birthdays, I'm gonna focus on weddings, I'm gonna focus on time management, I'm gonna focus on weight loss program, I'm gonna focus on, so it's more like finding a focus and offering solutions for that person. Whoever that, remember, the easiest way to make money in the internet is to find a solution for someone else. When you find a solution for someone else, they are willing to pay for it. And Printables is exactly that. You find something that is a solution for your customer, they will be happy to pay for it. So always have in mind what the other person needs, and if this is going to satisfy that need. If that doesn't satisfy someone's need, nobody's gonna buy it. Okay, I mean, how many times you have created something like this is gonna sell like crazy, but you never thought about will the audience like it? And that is a very important thing on printables, that it has to be functional. Okay, no, don't over exaggerate it into pretty. I have some that are, you know, like super colorful and things like that, and you're like, okay, now think about this. They are gonna be printed, and you have like $10 worth of ink in every single one of those sheets. They're not gonna buy that because they won't print it. It's too expensive to print it. So you have to have a nice balance of color and design and style that can be used on black. Using too much black bold, it increases ink usage. They're not gonna buy it. Some people think with their brains about the purchase. It's like, no, this is too much, especially if they're looking to make 50, 100 copies of that thing. You know, they don't want to. Other thing you have to think about is how many of those font-based designs do you have? I'm pretty sure that a bunch of those you can convert into SVGs. And remember, people on Etsy are Cricut fanatics. A lot of, you know, there's a huge Cricut base that you can satisfy with some of those designs that never sold on Merch by Amazon by just by converting them into SVG, making some combos. We tell you all about that in the course, okay? It's about repurposing a bunch of the stuff you already have that you have probably not sold. I have sold some designs that never sold on Merch, and I just made them a combo and said, okay, here it is, you know, a 12-pack of Zodiac, you know, designs for X amount of money. And I just sell, you know, not for business use, for only for personal. They can only be used for printing things like cheat shirts at home and blah, blah, blah. Okay. And honestly, I don't ever check if somebody's using them for, you know, anywhere else because I don't really care. But some of you may, and you can actually go and do anything you want. But just make sure that you disclose that in your listing, right? This is for personal use. And I have been able to recover the cost of whatever I paid my designer to make the designs that never sold me. So a lot of the designs that I never made a single dime from them, from a sale and a shirt, I am making now recurring revenue from them by selling them, you know, as a printable product or as a digital download. So they don't print them; they are actually digital downloads that they're using to put in a product to sell it themselves or use it themselves. So that's what it is. Printable Shabazz and the Design Club. Printable Shabazz is going to be only available for a small period of time, and then we're going to retire it again. And then it won't be available, or at least until May. And we will have the Design Club is the reason why I give you the link. That one is going to be open from now on. So whoever wants to join that one, it's going to be. But we have a catch. The $19.97 price is going to go up as soon as we get 100 members, because it's dirt cheap. Okay, use the coaching code that you guys get a month. It's worth the $20. So it's going to go up at least to $29.97. So we only want to have 100 in that, and this is a product that is part of the Print Demand University. This is not a Michelle Brubaker. She has no involvement in the Design Club. This is something of ours. So that's actually done by my team of designers and members. So that is something that is there. Just clarifying so that in case you were expecting to see Michelle on those calls, Michelle is not going to be in those calls. It's just me or members of my team that are going to be there. Nothing more to say, guys. I want to say thank you for watching. I know it's Friday. Have some fun with your family. Hope some of you, you know, get action, take the course, maybe learn from it at the weekend. The designs for the design club are going to drop tomorrow. You know, because they usually drop it the first of the month, but because I started selling them early, so but they will drop tomorrow, and it's once a month, and you know. And just to show you, it includes designs for St. Patrick's Day, it includes designs for Easter, and it includes designs, and then other generated designs. The one for April is going to include, actually the one for April actually wanted to ask the members that are joining what they want me to design for, in terms of the hand-drawn cartoons. So to see what they want, and whatever tells me the wins, those are the ones I'm going to ask my designers to go ahead and produce for the April package. With nothing more to say, hope to see you join, and I will be available to answer any questions. You message me or Michelle, whoever you want to, and I'll gladly respond. Also, before I forgot, I sent an email earlier today. You can get these courses for free if you join my coaching program, the VIP coaching program. In case you don't know, just go to printtableuniversity.com membership and just go to the VIP. That one gives you 2 courses for free, so you can get these 2 courses for free: the Digital Shop Plus and the Printable Shop Boss. You can get them, both of them, for free if you join my coaching program. So that is another incentive, and you get a bunch of hours of coaching. So you haven't checked your email, there's a big offer there and how you can get these courses for free. And anything else, thank you so much for listening, watching. I appreciate it, and see you soon. Bye.